Hello, if you don't know me, I'm AmyLeigh and welcome to today's video. Exactly 1 month ago, I sat here on this very bench and made a video about being burnt out, and I didn't think after that video that I would be back, because that's what healing's like. You start to feel better and then you think that, and then your camera falls off the thing, you know? You think that everything's better and sometimes it's not. I apologise for my audio quality in this video because I do have mics and I don't know where they are, and I just wanted, I crave filming a video. I was just like, I need to film something right now, so I was like, tripod, go. So hopefully you stick around, although the quality isn't as good as it could be. Much love if you do. Yes, weather's quite gross today, but I don't know what it is about filming outside. I really love it. I just feel like at the moment I felt like the walls in my house are just suffocating me and yeah, I felt like really trapped. The idea from this video came to me like 20 minutes ago. I literally got dressed, made a cup of tea and left, and that's about all the planning I've done. And I was talking to my friend last night and I said, well, she said when you're in your 20s you learn to live again. And I've been seeing lots of content actually on YouTube being recommended to me about creators saying, oh, what I wish I knew in my 20s and things like that. And I'm gonna turn 22 this year, but I think that it really feels like I'm way later into my 20s than I am. I think I'm realizing this stuff maybe a bit younger than some people my age that I know, but it really does feel like learning to live your whole life again, especially if you are dealing with like significant trauma and trying to heal that. Like when you turn 20, when I turned 18, it was like this whole new world of like, oh wow, there's so many more things I can do, and you know, you just want to go out and have fun. And I went to a job when I was about 19, and that was kind of like my uni-esque experience. And now I'm out of that, it's like, wow, I've got a house, well, I've got a flat, and I've got responsibilities and bills, and I mean, I've had financial burden or responsibility since I was a teenager. Like, I have paid for everything myself, and everything that I have now is mine. You know, is mine, and I've bought it with my money, and that's amazing. But like, the older you get, the more you have to pay for, the more, like, not debt, but the more pressure is on you financially. And I think that can be really difficult, like living in this day and age where everything's so expensive and we're exposed to everybody online. That was actually banging. We're exposed to like everyone online and living these big flashy lives and flashy cars, the newest outfits, newest drip, like and we're seeing everyone go on holidays and, oh, I'm just flying here, you know, they're just like, oh yeah, we got drunk and booked a flight to Amsterdam and flew there. And you know, and even people I know in my life that are very close to me that can just, like, their family's like, oh yeah, we're paying to go on holiday next year and we're actually going to go away again, we're going to go away this year as well. And for somebody that hasn't, in a humble way, in my 20s, that has never been in that financial position where I can just go somewhere, I can just go, like, my passport's not even in date. I think it's really hard being in your 20s and seeing people living like this fun life that you thought you would have had when you turn 20, you know? Like, I thought I'd turn 20, trauma would disappear, I would just be better, and I would be on holiday all the time, and like this, and in a house, and I don't know. like so blessed what I have right now, but I think what I'm trying to express is the mindset of like wanting more. So what I'm getting at is this is just kind of a thought dump, really. It's kind of like really getting in the mind of me and what I'm feeling and thinking. And at the moment, it's just like there's a lot going on. I'm feeling like the feelings of like wanting more from the world, and normally I'm really good at gratitude and being thankful, and I think that like as much as you can be thankful for everything that you have, like we are just conditioned to want more like all the time. And I think that like trying to at the moment just be at peace with where I am in my life and accepting that things will come to me in its own time. And I think that I, from very, very young, have been going, you know, one day I know I will go on that holiday, and one day I know I'll be creating what I want, and one day I'll be in my dream house and I'll have a dog as well as my cat, and I'll have security and financial abundance. And I think that I've been telling myself this story for so long, and I know it's true because I've seen results. I've got a flat right now, I've got a partner right now, I've got a cat, I've got all of these things despite circumstances in my life telling me it couldn't happen. It has. And I think that there's a manifesting and being an adult, and so what I'm constructing during my leg's not gone. My leg's gone numb. I think what I'm getting at with that jumble that I just said is like we as people aren't taught what to do, and even if we are taught things, we're just taught stuff. We're not taught how to be a person and how to survive. And I think that like the basic human skills of like looking after yourself, understanding your feelings, understanding you as a person, your wants and needs, we're not taught any of that, and we're just left out here fucking raw dogging the whole world, trying to figure ourselves out and what we like and who we are. And like it's just like a lot of pressure. And I feel as a young teenager you really experiment with your identity and who you are, and I feel like people are becoming more woke. I don't like that word. Like young people are becoming more expressive and like pushing to like express themselves and understand themselves more, because we just, I don't know, it's not taught anything. We're all just out here doing it. And I think that the loneliness I've been feeling it's hard to describe, and I've felt this before. I felt this loneliness before in my life, and it's loneliness of lots of people around me. Can this wind is actually doing my fringe dirty right now. It's like exposing my forehead. Hang on. This loneliness or a thing that I've been feeling is one that I've felt before. It's one that comes with healing and figuring myself out on my journey, and it's like this yearning for like someone to tell me what to do or how to live my life, or to validate every single idea and thing that I want to do and help me and guide me and show me, and just not do it for me but be with me. And I think that in my 20s a big thing I've learned is everybody has to take that step on their own. Everybody has to do, if you want to do it, if you want to do something with your life, whether that's get a fucking tattoo, to start your dream career, like you just have to do it. And although you can do that with support and people around you, that's the step you have to make on your own. I think that's the hard thing, where people aren't dictating what you do, and like that's where the loneliness is, because it's like, yes, these people love and support me, but I am going outside to film a video on my own, and I have to do that because that's, for me, that's what I want to do. And as much as it would be great for a bigger YouTuber to hand me their following, or for someone on Twitch to come along and show me how to stream so I can start, like, I know that these are steps that people need to figure out on their, like, yes, people, I'm sure they, after like hearing me talk, they'll be way willing to help, and that's okay, but they can't stream for me, they're not me, you know, and they can't make my dinner for me. I mean, my partner could, and we can share that, but I still, at the end of the day, when I'm on my own at home at lunchtime, I need to feed myself, I need to do these things. And I think that, like, going from, like, being in this age, I'm realising that these decisions that I make for myself are things I make, and the choices I make on my own, that feels kind of lonely, because you're so used to other people choosing things for you, choosing your dinner, your parents choosing your dinner, or whoever you live with choosing your dinner, and your teachers saying, oh well, you're good at this, you should do this, and putting you in sets and defining you, and blah 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 blah. And then now I'm just out here like, now I've got to make these choices for myself. No, you haven't raised me to do this. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not giving you a solution in this video. Unfortunately, if that's what you're looking for, I can't give that to you, because we're figuring it out together. So I hope that what I'm trying to give to you, I think, is something that I search for in videos, which is comfort in knowing that other people are in this with you, whether it's through the screen like this. Like, hopefully the thing I search for is words that other people can say to me that, like, just to comfort me in how I feel, because it's, as much as my best friends are supporting me and loving me and helping me through this wonderful experience, that's it, wonderful and mad experience that is me being 20 years old, well, not 20, but you know what I mean, being in my 20s, they can't live it for me. I have to live it, I have to do that. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about. How mad. And I think that, like, a nice thing to, I don't really know what else to say, because this has just been like this has been from the heart. I hope that you feel that. This has been from, like, just food for thought, really. But one of my things that I heard yesterday, that when I was talking about these feelings with Raluca, who features in my videos sometimes, she said, one thing I've been struggling with that I hate hearing, it really upsets me, it really triggers me, is people around me saying, oh, life sucks, life's shit, life is bad. I'm like, no, like, this is going to be what we make it. And even if all odds, even if we feel like we're literally walking on glass, if we can find things that make us happy as people and strive to, like, include that in our lives, like, you feel so much better and life becomes so much more of a pretty thing. And we are so lucky to be experiencing things as people, as traumatic as it is. And, like, I think she said we're lucky to have life. And if you take anything from this video about me rambling in my 20s, if you take anything from this video, just make it be you telling yourself that you're lucky to have life, no matter how ugly or difficult or confusing it seems, because that's something you learn. And I think that's something that I have seen in other people's videos, and I am aware of just being grateful, even if you feel like you lack things. I've been telling myself the story of my life, and being in my 20s, what it's meaning to me is you kind of are told throughout school and college and uni with parents and families, and they tell you to get a job. If you're at school and they say go to school, and then after school they're like go to college, and after college they're like get a job, and they're like go to uni and do this. And I think that being 20 is going from having everybody trying to dictate your life, the schools, friends, family, everything. Having everyone trying to dictate your life, and then moving into a space where you are completely in control, and that is such a mad transition. Like our family's always been really accepting, but you know, I lived in a very overcrowded house and I needed to move out. So it was like, well, if you want to move out, then you need to move out. You need to get money, you need to get a job, you need to move out. And I've just always seemed to have, when I was younger, through unhealthy relationships and friendships, etc., etc., I've always seemed to have people pushing the narrative of my story. I think when you're younger, you do. People try and control your life and what you should do and your actions. And now I'm at this age where there is literally endless possibilities, because I live in my own place and I am in control of my own life. And there's like so much I could do that I'm like in this state of paralysis where it's like I am so overwhelmed by being able to have this freedom that lots of people crave, that comes with being an adult, like lots of kids crave. I think it's just freedom, and the endless choice is just so difficult to navigate, and that's what I'm like learning to deal with right now. Just this overwhelming feeling of like, okay, I'm here now, I can do what I want. And like actually doing what you want is so hard. But reflecting back on like me and my life, like years ago, like 3 years ago, would stand going, I wish I was comfortable with posting videos, I wish I wasn't scared anymore. And look at me, I'm here, I'm posting videos like it's nothing. And now there's more that I want to do, and like that's like a healthy thing, you know. There's more I want to do and there's more I can do. So it's like not necessarily like I talked about wanting more earlier in kind of a sad, envious context, but there's also wanting more in like a good way. Like I'm striving for more than I ever have in my life, and everything that I have done has been for a purpose. On top of that, I think that if you have any form of mental, physical, just even if it's not that deep, like if you're dealing with anything, like every single person in the world is, if you're dealing with any physical, mental, social, anything, if you're just a human being living in this human experience, it's like so mad that on top, like right now I'm really struggling. Like I'm out of work. Last time I filmed this video on the bench, I was in a job that I did not like, and I was like, boundaries, I'm not working for you because you don't treat me how people should be treated. And I think I'm coming so in touch with myself and with my healing my trauma and knowing what I need, that like it's so difficult to make time in my brain for a job, because and it's not, I think people look at you in your 20s if you're struggling with your job and you don't like your job, or if you lose your job, or if you're doing even really well at your job, and they look at you in your 20s or at any age in your life and they look at you and think, well, you know, could be doing better, what's next? Like, or if you lose your job, they might look at you as lazy. And I think that like there's so much pressure around work in the society that we live in, and it's like, are you kidding me? Like we as people need to think every day about how to feed ourselves, make sure we get enough water, you know, make sure that we've got time for relationships and friendships, and on top of that make time for ourselves. And also like we want companionship, we want pets, so we need to look after our pets. And we all, you know, with lockdown, that's a huge shared trauma that has happened to the whole world, and like we all are healing our own traumas, trying to survive, and like trying to manage all of that, and then the pressures of a job and money and finances and everything. Like of course I'm back at a bench a month later having another burnout. Of course, like it only makes sense that that is so much for our minds to deal with. And on top of that, you've got like us on social media being exposed to just like reel after reel after reel of all these people that looks like, you know, how they're living and comparing yourself. Oh, sorry, my legs are going so dead. Probably because I'm sitting cross-legged on a bench. Oh. What I was saying is it only makes sense that we as people at this age or any age are tired, are burnt out, don't know what to do. Because thank you for watching this video. I hope you found some sort of comfort in this video and that I helped in any way, and if not, then I hope that you have a nice day at least. Yeah, I am gonna go now. I'm gonna go for a little walk and enjoy the outside. Thank you so much for being part of my journey. If you haven't already, then please like, subscribe to the channel, comment, whatever. Just interact with me so I know you're there, even if it's just a little hello. Thank you so much, and I will see you in another video. Thank you. Goodbye.